Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield base, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to hold it. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua, quick slant to Brown. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 2nd down, Tua. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Rolling to his right. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. and long. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. To begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They juked him, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Raiders have got him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They've been open there, was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Hall. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing the run down because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, and it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.